Hey guys, Michael here. So there's not going to be a DuckCast this week and probably not one next week either. Hopefully we're back after that. But I decided, hey, there are 3 episodes of DuckCast nobody's ever seen, and they're all 30 minutes long, so why not combine them into episode 0? Just give a little bit of content while we're on break, but these episodes, they were, what some people don't know is that the series actually started, I think, back in 2014 with me, Cody, and Mitzi as the ones who started it. We did 3 episodes. It was on a different channel. You can't find them on the Duck Brigade. You can find them somewhere out there. We never took them down. I do not remember the login info for that channel, though. The channel was called DuckCast. And after 3 episodes, we just decided not to do it anymore. But me and Zachary, a few years later, I brought it up to him, and then we started doing the show. Zachary's actually largely involved now, being the editor and person who uploads the series. Yeah, these are the old days when it was me, Cody, and Mitzi. 2 people have been on the show in the past, by the way, so they should be familiar voices. But yeah, this is the DuckCast Origins episode. So enjoy.
Long ago, it seems so long ago, how young and innocent we were.
Frozen today.
Hi everybody, I'm Cody.
I'm Mitzi.
And I'm Michael.
And this is our first ever DuckCast.
And it's called DuckCast, kind of because it's, we come from somewhere, our home, known as the Exploding Duck Brigade. Our original home was a certain chat place, but that's for a different
Our
day.
original home burned down
Stop,
years ago.
We burned it down. We burned it down.
Our home burned down years ago in a fiery fire of
It
death.
burned down.
Can we pause the...
No, we can't.
Can we,
No.
please?
No. Okay, we can pause. Okay, back. Cody didn't like me and Mitzi's start off, but whatever.
You brought back too many bad
home
memories.
burned
But
down.
anyway, welcome to our first ever DuckCast.
Where we're
We're
gonna talk.
gonna fucking talk about animated movies.
Our favorites.
Yes, so,
Our favorites.
Mitzi, you start off.
My favorite animated movie, like one of the newest movies that came out, is fucking The Book of Life. It's so good. It not only does it tell the story of the culture really well, like the whole Day of the Dead, the celebration and the backstory of all of it. But the animation is fucking flawless. Like, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, they look like puppets that were animated.
Yeah, that's...
I really like. I haven't seen the movie, by the way. I've only seen the
yet.
trailer, but just from the trailer, it looks fucking amazing.
I haven't seen that yet, but I haven't really heard much about it, but I guess I look into that.
I think, don't quote me on this, but I think the guy who played Hellboy and Slade, from Slade from Teen Titans was in there.
I don't remember much about Teen Titans.
Because I think from the trailer, I think I saw that one demon dude that I don't know what his name was.
Oh, I forgot his name. I've only seen it once, but I love it. I'm waiting for it to come out on DVD.
Or Blu-ray.
Or Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
I think that was him. I couldn't be completely wrong about that because I've only seen the
Hold on,
trailer.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
While she is looking that up, let me just go through this real quickly. I can't pick a favorite anime movie. I have a lot of them. There's so many good ones, but I will name real quickly my favorite DreamWorks, Pixar, and Disney. For DreamWorks, it's Prince of Egypt. Honestly, I'm not even a huge fan of DreamWorks animation, but there are 2 really old movies, 2 of the really old ones, which was El Dorado and Prince of Egypt. I love both of them.
They're not that old.
They're what?
They're not that old.
They're not.
They're 2000.
They're not that old.
Early 2000s, but
They're
not that old.
They're not that old at all, but they're older. They're like some
But
of
they're
the.
still old.
They're some of the oldest animated movies DreamWorks did. Like it was at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was at the beginning of DreamWorks animation, but
I think, yeah.
But Prince of Egypt, I think looks outstanding. I'm actually excited for Exodus, just because of that. But at the same time, someone actually brought up something great, and that is all of the people are white. That's a good point. There's a great chance it's not going to be a great movie.
What,
His
Exodus?
name was Zabalba.
They're
Bulba?
Zabalba.
but
Wait, from Book of
now I'm looking up his voice actor to see if he played Slade.
Pixar, it's Up. Honestly, I can't think of anything wrong with that movie. And
Up. Oh, fucking Up.
Up is good, man.
I think I've seen that movie at least 10 times.
Yeah, it's fucking good. And then my favorite Disney film. Disney's kind of a hard one, but like I think the one I've always like found the most enjoyment in, even though it is one of the Disney movies that has like one of the largest numbers of flaws, is Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of the like the biggest problem with it really does come from their comic relief. It's not good. When the movie tries to be funny, it usually does not work out.
It's a much more serious movie. I mean, there are really some funny parts, but like the movie itself is much.
And
more
the funny
serious.
part's kind of ruined. Like, I mean, like not ruined it, but like,
it
I
kind of
feel
goes.
like
It seems out of place, I guess.
yeah, the gargoyles kind of.
Like, okay, someone made, and this, I think it was Doug Walker, I'm not sure, someone made a really good point about the gargoyles. If they were just something that was in his imagination, they would have actually been really cool, but at the end, when they're actually shown interacting with the final fight, it's proven they're not part of his mind, and they're actually there.
Yeah.
But if it was just him, because he's lonely, he's up in the bell tower alone, if it was just like that, that could have actually been a really clever idea.
Nothing but him, the gargoyles, and his right hand.
Jesus. But,
I love how no one laughed at that.
I laughed.
It was like that awkward silence.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think, is really good. It's just, I think you gotta look at the... I admit, I don't think it's probably the best Disney film, I just think it's my favorite.
Yeah, well, in reality, there's no best Disney film. There's only, like, your favorites.
Yeah.
There's films that people consider the best, but... In
I don't know,
reality,
if you
there is
really
no
wanna
best.
look
There's no best movie.
If you really want to look at a flawless Disney movie, I'd say Beauty and the Beast is probably one of them. Maybe the only one.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
But I don't like it as much as
yes,
Hunchback.
it is. You were right, Cody. I don't know why that took so long
Fucking
to find
do
out.
it.
Peggy fucking hell.
My favorite. Okay, it's not. I think I know my favorite Disney movie is The Little Mermaid. That's been my favorite since I was a kid.
And
it's not really for like the animation. So I love the voices. I loved Ariel's voice as a kid. Like I loved listening to her
for
sing.
like 15 minutes throughout the entire movie.
I loved listening to her sing, and I loved like the voice acting in general, and like the music in general to the whole like film.
I don't know. Little Mermaid was always one I was like I kind of liked when I was a kid. I haven't really watched it since I was a kid.
It's up there for me. Well, not up there. I wouldn't even consider it. I wouldn't even consider it my like top 5 favorite, but I like it a lot. I watched it a lot when I was a kid.
I mean, I guess one really big one, but this was kind of a big one for fucking every single kid who watched Disney, was Lion King.
Yeah.
But I don't know. As I got a little bit older, it wasn't so much that it was like I didn't like it anymore. It's just I guess I saw it so many times as a kid, I really just didn't care anymore.
I never really was a big fan of. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong; it's really good. But I was never a big Lion King fan. I was always more of a.
Like you weren't like super on it.
In fact, I was actually more of a Don Bluth kid when I was younger. Like I loved American Tail.
Yeah.
I loved the Land Before Time. Land Before Time. That's actually one of my favorite movies of all time.
I haven't seen Land Before Time since I was a little baby.
Oh no, it's like the first one is really, really good. The rest of them are just kind of
the
like
direct-to-video
they're
sequels.
kids movies, whatever.
Like, okay, like Disney made a mistake with the direct-to-video sequels, but at least they didn't make like 10 of them for one movie. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Fucking Jesus.
Talk about Shrek.
But no, I think my favorite animated film of all time. In fact, I don't know why I say I think I know. For me, it's Spirited Away for sure.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about Spirited Away. I'll be
Yeah,
checking
I've talked
that one
about
out.
it multiple times, but this is for people who don't know me, you fuck.
Now this is...
You don't know me. But anyway, Spirited
You don't
Away.
know me. You know my name, not my story.
I have not...
Let me speak.
Okay, yeah.
It's my turn to speak.
It's your turn.
But anyway, Spirited Away is just so good. Like, the animation
So good.
is just so good. It's
So good.
I kiss it.
But,
anyway.
like, I haven't seen that many anime movies, so my favorite anime movie is going to come off very cheap. I do plan on watching more of them. Spirited Away is on my list. But currently, it's Full Metal Alchemist Conqueror of Shambhala, just because I fucking love Full Metal Alchemist, and it being, like, it having movie quality alone was a reason to like it.
Anyway, back to when I was talking.
I thought you were done. Whatever.
Oh, I'm not done. I'll never be done. Anyway,
Then speak.
Spirited Away. Let me talk about, like, the animation and shit. It's really
Let it
good.
go.
It's really good. And it's just, like, I think I really like it just because of how imaginative it is.
Mhm.
Just because, like, everything there I've never seen before.
Dude, I fucking love Ghibli films. They're amazing.
Oh my god, yes. I actually have My Neighbor Totoro on Blu-ray that I've never even opened it.
Oh my god.
I really need to watch it.
Oh my god, it's really awesome. Like, we played My Neighbor Totoro on like a big, like, TV screen when I did a presentation. Okay, so in, like, the 8th grade, not the 8th grade, in the 3rd grade, we all did, like, this big, like, presentation on different countries for, like, a big project, and then we had, like, this big, like, I don't know, it was like a world, like, kind of fair thing or convention or whatever. I really don't know what to call it, but basically what happened is we sang a bunch of songs from around the world as, like, these little kids, and then we had different, like, booths set up for the countries we did, and mine was Japan, and we had My Neighbor Totoro playing on a big screen TV right on the side of my booth, and my booth was the best, because I sold origami, and I had, like, cool shit from Japan, because my mom had a coworker that worked, and she was from Japan. It was just cool. I was an awesome kid. Sunglasses, flips hair, rolls away on roller skates.
I was an awesome kid too. Flips sunglasses, wears hair.
I was a fat kid who no one liked. Anywho, I never saw.
Stomach rolls.
I never seen a Ghibli film.
You piece of shit.
Dude.
I'm planning on. I actually, like, to be dead
We
honest,
need to save you.
I've been watching Disney December with, like, Doug Walker, and he's been reviewing every single one of them, and I haven't seen any of them.
I've also seen Howl's Moving Castle. I'm not a big fan of that one, to be honest.
I heard good
I
things
like
about it.
I mean, it's probably just because I don't get it, but I don't get it.
You just
It's not
don't
your
get
thing.
it.
No, it's right on my alley, but, like,
You
I don't
just-
get. Okay, I don't get this. I don't.
You don't
Like,
get
why
it.
did
It's a
the witch
metaphor.
just come in and make the girl old for whatever? Is she because she's a bitch?
I don't know, I
or-
haven't seen it in years. But, like, I just remember it being good.
It was good. It's just like, yeah, it was okay
Yeah.
to me.
Out of the most recent year or two, I'd say, like, movies that actually came out in the past 2 years. I've only seen a few animated movies, and that was I think the Lego Movie, Monsters University, and Frozen.
I loved the Lego movie.
The Lego Movie was probably my favorite of the three, just because it was fucking hilarious. Frozen is a very close second place, just because I know, like, a lot of people are throwing the overrated card at it, but I did think the movie was really well done. And then Monsters University, it's cute. That's about all.
So
There was a huge continuation.
me and the Lego movie have a complicated relationship.
Have you seen the
Okay,
whole thing?
so I've seen it twice.
Okay.
Okay, so the first time I saw it was in theaters. When I went there, I went there by myself. I'm a weirdo who goes and watches movies made for children alone.
Okay.
Forever. Anyway, I went there and I watched it, and I remember really, really liking it. I thought, like, a lot of the jokes were really funny, and just, I just thought it was a really good movie. Like, the animation, I remember being really nice, really good. But then recently, I watched it on HBO on demand, and I started, like, noticing stuff I didn't really notice in the theater. And this is probably because I'm watching it on a smaller screen or something, but, like, everything in that movie, and I know this is, like, a Lego movie, but it felt so crowded and so cramped, and just, like, I don't know, a lot of locations I couldn't, like, breathe in. Like, okay, let me back the fuck up, Jack. Like I think the one I had the most room the scene I had the most room in was the scene where they're in Emmett's mind, and that's supposed to be big.
It's Emmett.
No shit, that's the point. But like I think the worst offender in that movie, I mean like the part where I felt the most cramped was either the whole when they're in the cloud city thing.
I fucking love that part.
I know I like that part too, but like let me
like,
breathe, please.
Can you feel the space issues when you're watching a movie?
Cody, finish what you were gonna say, then I actually do have like a counter thing to say to it.
Oh, counters. Okay, so but like, and I think another bad part, not bad part. The movie's not bad, by the way. It's just not as good as I remember. The part, the part where Wildstyle and Emmett go to what's his name, the Wizards. I'm just gonna call him Morgan Freeman. When they go to Morgan Freeman's room, his wizard room in like the west, and it's got like all this shit in it, like upside down tables and shit. I think it was supposed to be cramped, but then again, I don't think it was. I'm not entirely sure, but I felt so fucking crowded there.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I think the best parts of the movie were when they got to like. This isn't spoiling. The movie's been out for a while, so I don't give a fuck. When they got to the live action parts with like Will Ferrell and the kid, I think those were the best parts, honestly.
I lost my shit when I found out Will Ferrell was the cause of everything.
I liked it. I fucking laughed when like Emmett started like fucking furiously breakdancing next to Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
He's just like, I got to get the other one's attention.
Okay, let me just put it this way. I fucking loved the movie from the start just because it had a lot of people I loved in it. It had Will Arnett as Batman, which was fucking perfect if you watch Arrested Development. And I love Joe on Arrested Development. They had Charlie Day, and I'm fucking love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And that was like a good role for Charlie Day too. Like he's the spaceship guy. Yeah. And of course you got Morgan Freeman as the wizard dude, but I really like I know you're saying it feels really crowded, but honestly I'm okay with the way they do it. Like it's
Did you see the one like promo thing they did for the Lego Movie a long time ago with all the like the people who like they're played by, and then like the wizard's like, I'm played by Morgan Freeman, who has the most beautiful voice in the world. He could read from the phone book and it would sound beautiful.
No, I actually haven't seen that.
But,
that was the funniest thing I ever saw. I lost my shit.
I don't want this.
He's like, just listen to that sweet molasses.
I don't want this in everything I watch, but I like it in the Lego Movie how there's just something kind of always going on screen. I think that their use of Legos, like to bring the animation to life, was really unique. I liked a lot about it. Enough about the Lego Movie, though.
Another part I wasn't really a big fan of was the story itself, and
I wasn't going in for a big story. I was going in for comedy, and it provided.
Oh yeah, no, I was going in for comedy too.
Like I knew that the story wasn't going to be like all that big or complicated or anything because it's a kids movie, so I'm expecting that.
No, don't say it's a kids kids movies can have good plots.
Yeah,
just because it's a kids movie doesn't.
Well, it did have a good plot, but it was like simple. You know what I'm saying?
It
wasn't
a
like
simple
super
plot.
complicated.
A lot of kids
movies. It was one of those
have
chosen
really...
one stories, which could be done well, but I don't think it was done perfectly. But it's a fucking Lego movie. What do you?
It was like I thought the twist on like the whole chosen one thing was really great. Like anybody could have been chosen, but I
kind of
love
saw it
that.
coming, but then again, because it's a fucking Lego movie. Like you can be the builder.
Let me put it this way.
The chosen.
Let me put it this way. When I first heard about the Lego Movie and saw the previews for the Lego Movie, I thought it was gonna suck. I saw it didn't suck at all.
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
Same thoughts on like. Did you ever see Paranorman?
No, but I heard it's good.
Fucking Paranorman. My god, I love that movie.
My first thoughts on it was like, this looks like it's gonna be okay, but really not all that special. I saw it and I was like, holy this is fantastic.
Oh, fucking Paranorman and Coraline.
You ever see
Coraline is a great movie.
You ever see Monster House?
I love that movie too. I love the scary movies made for the animated scary movies kids scary movies. I love those. Because they can be legitimately scary sometimes too.
Yeah, and
Monster House
the
is really
stories
cool.
are way better than regular horror movies.
Yeah, because regular horror movies, it's like fucking let's go into the house.
Chainsaw arms! You're gonna get cut up with the chainsaws! That kind of shit.
Oh no, Chad, we shouldn't be here. Shut up, Carrie.
Shut up,
Are you
bitch.
afraid?
What are you, chicken?
What are
He's
you,
wearing,
a
like, the fucking, like,
chicken?
or something.
Yeah.
And then fucking Morgan Freeman like comes out. He's like, oh, hello, I'm Morgan. I don't know, I'm Morgan. But
You guys,
one more film.
Well, I'm gonna go do mine first. Mine's actually a film I've already mentioned, but I actually want to get into detail about it. It's hard for me to pick a favorite animated film, but if I had to pick one right off the spot, it might not be an accurate choice, but it's the one that I would think of first, and that is Prince of Egypt, just because it is a retelling of a Bible story, and I'm not, like, personally an extremely religious guy. I do have views on religion, but that's not stuff to talk about on this podcast.
On this podcast, we talk about fun things like bullshit and
yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah, and chainsaw arms, but,
and chains fucking chuck!
But, I think that the story of Moses, whether you're a religious person or not, has always been very interesting. And I think that the movie does it very well. I love the animation. I think it's just, it tells the story very well because it chooses to focus on the brothers over anything else. And the animation's great. The designs are great. I mean, the animation's just honestly like one of the reasons I love it so much because it's fucking beautiful. It turns something like the desert into something just amazing. Like I'm amazed that they managed to make the desert look that interesting. And I like the voice actors they got for every single person. I love the musical numbers, and honestly, I'm not a big. I think musicals are fun, but I never consider them to be like masterpieces or anything. But like the songs in Prince of Egypt are all fucking good. The only thing I do not like about it is I'm not too crazy about the comic relief in the movie, but they're not annoying. They're just really out of place.
Well, yeah, if it's the story of fucking Moses.
But you could make comic relief work in that. For example, Moses is like his real brother in the movie.
Jeff Goldblum. I believe he is played by.
But he has some he has some really funny, like very few, but has like funny lines in there that fit in with the movie too. But then you have the two priests, and they're just like they look like they're from a freaking Bugs Bunny cartoon or something like that.
Yeah, they sound like they're from a fucking kids kids show. It's like, oh, hello, Moses. We're going to destroy the world with our giant laser gun. Try to stop us.
Chainsaw arms will be their assistant. Okay, but yeah, that Prince of Egypt is one of my favorites.
I like that too, but since we're like, I can't really think of one right off the bat that I really liked. But one that I've seen recently was the Blue Exorcist movie. I don't know if that's a movie, but
It's a movie. It can be a movie adaptation. It can be a movie adaptation.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Well, but Blue Exorcist, if you people don't know, it's an anime.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of you know what it is. But it's an anime, about like this kid who's like the son of the devil, blah blah blah. I'm not too crazy about the anime. I mean, it's good, but the movie was actually pretty good because I don't know. I like the animation. The story with the whole kid rabbit thing was cool and cute, and I don't know. You grow to like them, and
Wait, what are we talking about? I blanked out for a moment there.
Oh, welcome back. We were talking about Blue Exorcist, the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, well, at least I am. But
we're all talking about one more movie without being interrupted.
Overall, it was a pretty good movie for. I think I don't know when it actually takes place. I don't know if it takes place during the events of the series or like after the events of the series. I'm pretty sure it takes place after the events of the series. Just I think they mention like, oh, the kids will be Satan or something. I don't know, but Yeah. It's good, but you definitely have to watch the anime to get it, I guess. Just to know because I don't think they actually have a whole lot of character introductions. Like I think the only characters that they like formally introduce are the main kid and Yuki or Yugi or fuck, I forget their names. It's been a while since I've actually seen this movie, but I've actually seen it recently, which kind of baffles me. But I don't remember the characters' names. But
okay.
And like all the side characters, they don't even like give a proper introduction. They're like just kind of there, like, "Hey guys, fucking we're here," and they don't even play a big part. So whatever.
All right, Mitzi. You're the final person.
I already said my favorite, so I gotta think of another one to say.
3 hours later.
Yeah, 3 hours later. Fucking Summer Wars. I really like the animation in that.
Summer Wars.
The story, the story takes a little while to get into. Like it takes it's very like slow moving, slow pace. But the animation in it, I love very much.
Isn't that the one with like where like they're in like a video game or something, and then like there's a
but they're not in the video game for like very long. Most of it's dedicated to the outer world.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you went into great detail about that.
I did not go into great detail about that at all.
I'm legitimately glad you did not go into great detail because this video is going to be long as shit. But
Well, that's what a podcast is.
I know, Cody, but I am the one who has to edit it. Fucking.
Hey.
Go
fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck.
Hey, what did the clam say to the other clam they hated? Go fuck yourself.
Thank you for watching our podcast, guys. We'll do another one. Bye. Hey guys, it's Michael of the DuckCast. Today
it's Cody too.
we have Cody and Mitzi. And we're gonna do a podcast on Over the Garden Wall.
Wow.
We are not talking like Jason Funderburger the whole time.
Alright. So, these two told me to check out Over the Garden Wall about a week ago, and it was pretty good.
No, it wasn't pretty good. It was pretty fucking good.
It was pretty...
You're right, Michael, you dumb...
It was pretty good!
Yeah.
Clean up your language, Michael. Fuck!
Yeah, fucking A, Michael, you fucking dumb piece of shit.
She's a fucking she'll fucking kill everyone in this room.
Anyway, this is a great start to a podcast.
It
Anyway,
is.
Michael.
Let's be the first to talk about his thoughts.
Yeah, this is basically this entire podcast is going to be our thoughts on Over the Garden Wall.
Well, it's kind of hard to pick a point to start at. The design of the design of the show is just really cool. I like the backgrounds. I like the character designs, even though they're pretty basic and they look like Animal Crossing characters. I like the characters. I like the story. I think it's an overall good show. The comedy's pretty good too.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything Michael just said. All the characters I love all the characters. I don't think there's a single character that I dislike at all. Except for the Beast, who is supposed to be unlikable, but even then, I think he plays his role.
I not like the Beast because he's just so well done.
Yeah, he's like
a really good villain.
I think right now the Beast. I like this changes frequently, but I think the Beast might actually be my favorite villain at the moment, like of all time. Just because he's a simple villain, but then again, there's like a lot to him that.
There's a lot of mystery to him.
So much about him in so little time.
There's a lot of mystery to him too, and that just kind of makes it interesting. You can kind of like build your own conclusion.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, it's a very typical favorite character to go with, I admit, but I just think Greg is my favorite character. He's just...
Yeah,
Greg is supposed to be fan favorite.
I know, he's so damn likable, and often I actually will try not to go for the fan favorite. I'll try to find... I know it's kind of a cheap thing to do, but I'll, like, try to have a different opinion. I just can't, though.
Not so like Greg.
I just can't. Greg's too damn likable.
Greg is one of those characters where I think it's humanly impossible to not like him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can understand, like, some people maybe getting, like, a little annoyed with him, but I don't think anyone can not like
I
Greg.
think if you're gonna get annoyed with him, you're kind of like a stick up your ass, because he doesn't really do anything annoying in the show.
Yeah.
He acts like a kid, but I mean...
Well, yeah, that's the point. He's a fucking little kid.
I'm glad that they actually got a kid to voice him too, because for work they did not get a kid to voice him.
They got Elijah Wood, and even then, Elijah Wood, like,
Elijah
he sounds
Wood's
like
still
he's like
super
Elijah Wood's not a
young.
kid. Like, Wirt is not a kid though. He's a high school student. Elijah Wood makes him actually sound like his age, a high school student.
Kind of. I can kind of tell it's done by an adult, but it wasn't bad. His voice, it's kind of like Dipper on Gravity Falls. The voice really does work though. In the end, you get used to it. You like it.
All the voice acting in that show is done really, really well.
I do really like the Woodsman just because I think he's a cool and well-designed character.
Yeah, he's a well.
The Woodsman is awesome.
The Woodsman is actually my favorite character. I know, like, Greg and, everyone else. I love them all, but I think the Woodsman, just because I think he has the most going for him, and I just really like tragic characters, and he's obviously the most tragic character in the entire series.
Let's discuss best and worst episodes, and let's get the negative one out of the way. I won't even say worst episode, I'll say least good episode. For me, it's the fifth one where they're in the mansion, and it has like one of the best lines in the entire show where Fred the horse is like, "I want to steal." That would cracked me up. But the thing about it that bugs me, and this is like, it kind of dragged on for me, and that's a problem when it's an 11-minute episode. But the thing is, I think like with all the other episodes, you get all these like really interesting settings that change. They're not like, they only have 11 minutes, but they will change the setting. It's not just one location. But this episode was just there in a house, and most of the rooms looked the same. And it was, you got like really good dialogue with Beatrice and Ward, they developed, and that was nice. So, again, it's not bad, it's just not as good. But I just think the episode like got boring. It's the house episode. You get all these like amazing and unique places, but then this is the house episode. They're in a house.
They're in a house. At least they were in a house for once.
Yeah. Once.
Like an actual house, not just like a hut in the outskirts of nowhere.
I agree, but to be fair, they were in a couple houses. This was a fancy house, but...
Yeah, this was a big-ass house. And I loved, like, by the way, I think we should warn people. We're probably going to end up spoiling a lot of shit. So if you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall,
Put spoiler alert in the fucking title.
I guess so. But like this is
It's
something.
been out for a while though.
Yeah, it's been out for a while though, but still, I know people haven't seen it.
If someone is
going, go watch. Fuck this whole podcast. Go
Yeah.
fucking watch Over the Garden Wall and don't look back.
Don't
fuck this
just
podcast.
stop watching this video right now and go watch Over
In
the
fact,
Garden.
just stop watching this video right now because this sucks.
That's what I just said.
No, I mean, just stop watching this video altogether. In fact, fuck this. I'm done. I quit.
Goodbye, Cody.
I think.
Anyway.
Okay, it's just me and Mitzi from now on.
No, I'm back. I need my crack money. Anyway.
We're making money off of this
You
show.
don't get paid for this.
No, Mitzi,
Shit,
we
you're
do.
right, all right,
Mitzi, me and Cody do.
Okay.
I don't know. Like
I do
yeah,
like
it's really good.
Endicott. I want to say that I really do like Endicott, though most of the time he's sort of just rambling. He seems to be like a genuinely nice guy. Like, if Wirt and Greg were actually his like nephews, I mean, like, because he treats them very nicely.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
like them.
sweetheart.
Most of the characters on the. That's one thing I really like about the show, and I'll go into the bullying thing again, actually, because I've said to you guys a couple times. The one thing that the show does surprisingly well for me is all of the characters are pretty damn likable. They're almost all nice. Like you get those pumpkin people, and you think they're gonna be assholes, but they're not really. You get that one guy in the schoolhouse episode who takes their instruments, and you think he's the asshole, but he's not really an asshole. And then, like, I talked about the prequel episode a lot, episode 9 with you two, where I felt like they were going to go with the douchebag bully character so many times. Like, first, Wart runs into those kids at the football game, one's dressed in an egg and that stuff. Like, when they take the tape, I thought they were going to tease him, make fun of him, they're like the bully characters, but no, they were just legitimately just tease him in a friendly way, and then they even tried to help him out by giving her the tape. They weren't doing that to be assholes. Then when he goes to the party that he's not invited to, I thought he was going to go in there, and then they were going to be assholes to him. They're going to be the douchey bullies, but no, they accept him. They're okay with him being there. And then when Stephen Funder, what is it, Funderburger?
Funderburger.
You said Steven, it's Jason.
Jason Funderburger.
Shit, okay, it's done.
When he goes in there, I thought he was going to be the douchey bully character, but nope.
Nope.
Hey,
guys.
Not at all.
Jason Funderburger here.
That was so great. Do you remember how much I like that outburst of laughter I had when I saw that,
We were
Cody?
in the call. Okay, we were in the call. We were in the call when Michael was watching this entire thing. In fact, we stayed in the call
Start to finish.
while he watched the entire series. I don't think I've ever heard him laugh that hard in like at like a video or something before. I swear to God, he laughed so hard when Jason Funderburger said
I
words.
left halfway through because my friend called me.
Yeah, I was there the whole time, and like I don't think I've ever heard this motherfucker laugh so hard at like a video that we showed him. Like even then, it's like it's an episode, but it's not a video. But I'm still out of something like that he was watching, because I've sat with this motherfucker through a lot of shit that he's watched, and I don't think I've ever heard him laugh as hard as I have before.
Okay, so I already
Favorite
named.
episode.
I named my least favorite episode. What are your guys' least favorite episodes? Least good.
Least good. I gotta go with.
Just to give the show some form of criticism, even if it's not criticism, just something that you didn't enjoy as much as the others. If you can't think of anything, then don't say it.
Fuck my ass. I'm trying to think. No, because there is one. I just don't.
Is it the frog one?
Yeah, the frog one was actually the one. Like my least favorite. It's still a fucking really good episode, but I don't know.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny. The episode's really funny, but like I don't know. And the musical part was. I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this now. I really think. Well, whatever. This is my opinion. I thought it was funny. I thought it was really funny. I just thought it was kind of boring.
I really liked it because it was like it was really pretty, and I don't know. I didn't like. It was the episode they decided to release as like sort of a trailer or a pilot episode or a promo or whatever. It was on YouTube before any of the rest of the episodes or anything had aired, and so that's exactly what made me want to watch it. I'm just like, this is great. This looks damn adorable. The music sounds wonderful, and like I don't think the style in it, like it doesn't fit Cartoon Network at all. Like, it looks like it belongs in, like, Disney or something. Like a Disney movie.
I wouldn't say Disney.
Let me say one thing about the whole frog episode, too. Cody, I definitely understand where you're coming from. It's definitely one of the more lighter moments in the show. But I really like it just because I think every single episode of the show gave you something different and set a different tone.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to believe the same episode with that ridiculous schoolhouse plot is the same series that does the dream episode, like where Greg has that really weird dream, and then there's the one where, then there's the final episode where everything just gets really fucking dark, and it's hard to believe it's the same show.
Everything got really fucking dark in the episode with Lorna, the ringing of the bell. That was the episode.
Oh yeah, that one was.
That's my favorite episode because that was the biggest fucking plot twist I have ever seen in my life.
I guess we'll get to favorite episodes now.
I have ever seen a bigger plot twist.
I know that was good.
I'm actually looking at the voice cast for Over the Garden Wall right now. Surprisingly, Auntie Whispers. I didn't know this, but Tim Curry actually played her. You guys know who Tim Curry is, right? Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. No shit. He did it. I thought Auntie Whispers was voiced by the same person who did Quincy, the rich guy.
Huh.
I was wrong. Tim Curry. That was fucking Tim Curry.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That was a good performance.
Oh yeah, that was fucking awesome.
I really liked the episode. I can't say it's my favorite, but it was like I remember I was watching with Cody and I told Cody it was my favorite episode at that time.
With the last one?
No, like the episode with
Auntie Whispers?
That one at the time when I was watching I told you was my favorite, but then there was an episode after that beat it.
Oh, speaking of voice actors, I feel like I should mention the Woodsman is voiced by Christopher Lloyd.
Yep.
Which,
yes.
by the way, I was frozen today.
I was frozen today.
I
can't do a Christopher Lloyd impression. I really can't. It's like, oh, Marty, fucking Doc Brown shit, obviously.
I was frozen today.
But,
So if you love Christopher Lloyd as much as anybody who love Back to the Future or any other Christopher Lloyd movie for that matter,
Or being frozen.
you should watch Over the Garden Wall.
today.
Fucking, but
I was
my
frozen
favorite
today.
episode was the episode 9. I forget, it was called, I think, Into the Unknown. I think it was called. That one's my favorite episode, just because I love backstory episodes, and this explains how Morton Greg got lost in the forest, and this is the episode with Jason Funderburger.
Oh, the episode was hilarious, but it was also like really it was good in so many ways. Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
I can't for me my favorite is kind of mixed. I know it's just pretty cheap, but the 9th and 10th episodes are my 2 favorite. I can't pick between them.
Well, I mean, like, the 9th is my favorite, but, you know.
I still like the ringing of the bell, like not only because of the plot twist, but like
It's really good.
I still want an extension of the song, like Ships, and I really liked hearing them sing.
Yeah, they were
Even
good.
if it was for a short period of time, I loved like that short musical segment.
I totally ship Wirt and Lana.
Dude, I ship all the things. All the things.
But I really liked the 9th episode just because, like what Michael said, the bully stereotype is not there. In fact, all the kids seem like
They all seem so likable. They're all just
everyone in the show.
That's wrong. I don't fucking care. Fucking fight me.
Literally everyone in the show, excluding the Beast, for obvious reasons, is likable. The Beast is not supposed to be likable, but for some reason he still seems likable because
he's a good villain.
Because he's a good villain. You can't
You
not
hate
like a
him?
good villain.
You hate him, but he's just like, damn, you're done so well.
Okay, if a
Close
villain,
to perfection.
I was actually having this discussion with a few friends of mine the other day. They were talking about the villain from Legend of Korra, from the latest season, the last season, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Some bitch, voiced by Zelda Williams, by the way, Robin Williams' daughter, I think. Anyway, but I saw an episode she was in. She was fantastic. She was fantastic. But anyway, they really hate her, and I'm telling. And then I asked them why, and then they name off all this shit that she does. I'm like, all right, well, if she's the villain, right? She's the antagonist. So if she can make you hate her, then she's doing her part. She's doing a fantastic job.
She's doing a damn good job.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't want to spoil any Legend of Korra shit, so if you're not finished with the Legend of Korra, I suggest you shut up about it. I suggest you, like, just mute this video till somebody deems safe through movements on the camera or whatever. Maybe
there's not
Michael
gonna be any.
will appear.
We don't use a camera.
Yeah, Michael. What the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah, fucking, I don't know, just put up a picture or something, deeming it safe. Okay, so, spoiler alert, starting
This entire
now.
thing is a spoiler alert. We already just.
But this is for Legend of Korra!
Who gives a fuck?
Okay,
There are
fine.
spoilers in this video.
Fucking whatever. This is for Legend of Korra. The reason I really hate her, like, I didn't, like, hate her personally until a moment where, like, they had captured, like, one of her men, and also, like, he was in love with her, and, like, it was, like, assumed by the audience that, like, that she loved him back. But once they told him, like, yeah, we have your man, bitch. If you don't, like, stop all this, we're not gonna give him back. And she points the gun at the location she are, and without mercy, fires the gun, knowing very well he and the rest of them are in there.
And then she basically just like, X gon' give it to you. What?
Like, there's a moment in, like, like, you think she has a heart, but then it's like, no, bitch, I don't.
Alright, so we're getting way off topic. This is not Avatar The Last Legend of Kukuru. This is Over the Gowl.
Over the Gowl.
Yeah, Michael cut that part out for all I care.
No, I can keep it in. I don't have a problem with it.
Anyway, so Over the Garden Wall. Our favorite episodes, favorite characters.
Yeah.
Mine is the Woodsman. I'm pretty sure yours both is Gregory.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, Greg.
And favorite episodes 7, 9, and 10.
7, 9, and 10. Are you gonna name give the episode titles or no?
No, screw that. That's
I
gay.
don't
You're
think
gay.
so.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Boggle.
But I'd have to say my second favorite episode in the whole thing is either the school, the one where they go to the school.
That one's the funniest episode.
That was the fun. Yeah, that one was definitely the funniest. Or the what Mitzi's is the one the
Ringing of the Bells.
They're
Ringing
all
of the Bells.
so
I don't know if
damn
that's
good.
Is that the episode name or is that?
Yeah, that's the episode name.
The
Okay,
only
the episode
episodes that I feel don't live up to the rest of the series, like the episodes that are good but aren't as good as the entire series, like as all the other episodes, is the second one where they go to the pumpkin place. The mansion one, I honestly kind of the one where they're at the tavern. Although I really like those 3 episodes, by the way. I just think that, and the frog ship. Those 4 episodes are really good. I just think the other 6 are just pure gold, and there's nothing wrong with them at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like, it's more like a spectrum. It's like, it's not that I don't like these ones, just these ones are way better.
Yeah.
In total, I've watched the entire series about 3 times.
I haven't rewatched it at all yet, but I'm gonna try to get like a friend over within the next 2 days.
I've watched it like 5 times.
So I can watch it with them.
Shut up. Let Cody
Nope.
speak.
Fuck Cody.
I've watched it a total of 3 times. 1 by myself after Mitzi suggested it. 1 with my friends, and 1 with Mackle Venus. Well, technically I didn't watch it, but I listened to it, so I'm technically whatever. But
Potatoes and molasses.
I have it downloaded on my iPad, so I literally watch it whenever I have an hour to kill, and I'm just like, alright, time to rewatch Over the Garden Wall.
yeah.
So I've watched it like 5 times.
If you can't tell, we're very big fans.
I have only watched it once, but I'm definitely planning on watching it again. It's just whenever I rewatch something, unless if I'm really obsessed with it, which doesn't happen often, it needs to be with someone else. I need to share it with someone else. And the thing is, I can only think of a couple people who I could actually get to watch the damn show. Because it's, like, honestly, I have some friends who aren't very open-minded, and just the fact that Cartoon Network made it is going to turn them off of it.
Yeah. But, like, maybe you should mention, like, no, seriously, it doesn't even look like it should be on Cartoon Network.
I think that the animation kind of feels like Cartoon Network to me.
Yeah, but, like, the art style and the story, it's, like, something that came out of, like, you know, like, a real, like, more, like, fairy tale-ish. And I understand, like, that's, like, Adventure Time, but Adventure Time's a little more wacky. This is a little more, like, smooth and dark and
I mean, there's definitely silly stuff in it, but it's a different kind of silly. And the thing that works with it the most is that most of the silliness actually does come from a kid character, Greg.
Yeah.
But like fucking like with Adventure Time, it's like its humor is like, oh my god, look at the point. Adventure Time is still good, but you know.
Yeah, it's like super wacky in your face, but Over the Garden Wall is more like subtle.
Yeah, it's like. So, yeah.
Find the Old Cat is probably the most silly thing they did in that show. That or Jason Thunderburger.
Like, yes, darling, I was the gorilla.
That entire episode.
That was the best. In my opinion, that was the best joke. Yes, darling, I was the gorilla. Just because how he said it. I don't know why, but it made me lose my shit.
I think the second hardest I laughed at the show. I did find that part was hilarious, but I think the second hardest I laughed at the show, aside from Jason Thunderburger, was the part where they're looking for the old cat, but then the one cat's too old, and then you see the raccoon sadly petting it as it's drinking milk that it pours. It's so great.
What I loved about the schoolhouse episode is I love the fact that the animals don't fucking talk.
I know, that was great. Like, I'm okay with that completely. The raccoon...
They're just there.
The raccoon was my favorite. I just thought that was, like, the funniest design of them all. I think the raccoon was the creator's favorite, too, because I think they showed him more than anyone.
Yeah, they showed
The teacher was also hilarious.
Yeah, she was pretty funny.
I haven't heard it yet, but apparently there's a full version of her song that goes all the way to the number 8.
Yes. It goes through the entire alphabet and all the way to about the number 8.
Like, just the fact it goes into numbers.
Oh my god, I actually gotta check that out.
Langtry's Lament.
I got it eventually.
Oh no. Okay, we should probably talk about the music too, like some of the...
I like the songs.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh my god, I love every bit of it, even like the background music. It just goes through.
Well, like I'm talking specifically about like some of the songs that are.
And all the songs from the Dark Tavern are awesome.
Oh, they're all.
I like. What's
they're
that?
all funny.
What the hell is that one guy? What was he again? Like the one that kind of looked like he was a burglar. What was he called?
The Highwayman.
I'm the Highwayman.
The Highwayman's dance is like the weirdest thing in that show.
It's one of the greatest scenes of animation I've ever seen. It's like all of the budget for the animation went into that one like 30 seconds.
That was terrible.
Yes.
That was
I
so...
hated that cartoon, but I think that part, or at least maybe that episode, was designed by Flapjack, because it definitely had a very Flapjacky feel.
I don't know, like, it wasn't...
The entire
The
episode.
animators who worked on it, probably.
The
I'm
art
pretty sure they
style,
did, like,
the
the
art
people
style
who
of
worked on it.
Flapjack, I suppose, wasn't that terrible. It's just they consisted on gross out humor, and all of the characters were unlikable.
That's one reason I really don't like Ren and Stimpy that much, because I really don't like gross out humor.
You know, like, Captain, what was the guy's
Ren
name on
and
that
Stimpy,
show?
I did like it. There was more than gross out humor to it.
I know, but
It's just
still.
that, like, the style of it was, the whole thing was gross out. And I watched it as a kid, and there were, like, actually things funny about it. Like, actually there were jokes that were funny. Like, my entire family, like, loves that show from start to finish.
You know Captain Knuckles, I think his name was. What was it again?
Captain Knuckles.
Knuckles. Because the thing...
I did like
To me-
Flapjack, like, a little bit. I didn't like the whole thing. Like, I'm like, I can admit there were some things wrong with it, but I thought Flapjack was a really likable character.
Let me put it this way. I think Captain Knuckles is a character that I kind of would like to like, but it wasn't done right until Grunkle Stan. Like, I think what...
Grunkle Stan is...
Grunkle Stan reminds me, like, makes me feel like what Captain Knuckles was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Knuckles kind of reminded me of Mr. Krabs to a certain degree.
I like what you said about... We'll actually do one of these on Gravity Falls once I'm at least finished with the first season. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But I think, like, I like what you said about Grunkle Stan. He's basically Mr. Krabs done right.
Yeah, I mean, like older Mr. Krabs. Because Mr. Krabs back, you know, when the show was good,
he was fine.
A likable character. He was funny.
He still had more personality other than, like,
Money.
greed.
Yeah, money.
Yeah. He was greedy, but he wasn't, like, a piece of shit.
Not like
Yeah,
no.
he wasn't a total piece of shit. Except for in that one episode of the board game.
Unlike Michael B. Mr.
Okay, but that was funny, though.
It was a fun.
Yeah, it was funny. But
At least it was
Mr.
funny.
Krabs was still a piece of shit in that episode.
He was. He's a piece of shit in a couple of episodes. There was also the episode where he stole the pearl.
And there's the jellyfish episode.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic again.
I always had a
We're talking
problem.
about different... We'll save podcasts for all of these cartoons later.
One more thing, though, before I get off of that. I have one problem with that episode.
With what?
The jellyfish. He said it will only open if I say open, but he already said open prior to the second open, so it should have opened right away.
What?
You know when he says it will only open if I say open where the jellyfish are trapped?
Well, it probably
Yeah.
just was delaying, and it was just like...
Whatever, that bugged... when I was a kid, for some reason
Whatever.
that bugged the hell out of me. I don't know why, it's such a
Delayed.
stupid thing to get worked up about.
Will only open if I
I
say
think-
open. Well,
That's
he
the-
said
I
it
think
twice
that's
in
the
a row.
I think it's the joke.
He only said it twice in a row. Like, there was very little time between him saying open once and the second time, so... I don't...
That's the joke, though, Michael B. Mr. Bean.
Whatever, Cody, you fucking...
Good night, Mother. That was
There's
my
one-
mother, everybody.
But it was guest star Cody's mom.
Cody's mom, the guest star.
Applause, please.
Hey, Mom, you're a guest star. You're a guest star. We're recording something. You're a guest star.
Let's talk about Over the Garden Wall again.
She said sorry.
If
But
there's-
she's not really sure.
If there's anyone, like, who actually wants to hear about Over the Garden Wall, we're pissing them off right now.
Yeah.
We talked a good amount.
Like
Yeah, I
I
know.
said, you can cut out any bit that you
No.
want, Michael.
No,
Okay, so
we should keep it all in.
We talked about like our favorite characters. We should probably talk about like all the characters individually, at least all like the major
Let's
characters.
talk-
Can we talk about all the characters from the Dark Tavern or whatever? Song of the Dark
later
Tavern?
after
Well,
we talk about.
Let's
after we talk
okay.
about,
I think we should take on let's talk about I'd say the main characters of this show are Wart, Greg, Beatrice, the Woodsman, and the Beast, and yeah, that's about it. Those five, and the Frog, I guess, if you want to count him.
Yeah, if you keep counting.
The Frog's
Captain
fine,
Frog.
but it's a frog. Okay, there's our review on the Frog. He's good. I like what they do with him.
Yeah.
I hope
I
Greg
think
keeps
the
him.
reason he only can like talk or like sing when he's with the other frogs is because there's some sort of magic connected to that boat, probably.
Anyway, but no, or maybe it's just maybe he can just talk whenever he wants. Anyway.
I like when Greg's on the frog ship.
Let's start with Word. Let's start with Word. Word's essentially the main character. He's like the straight man of the group. You know, he could be funny, obviously, but
he's a well-written character, for sure. I like Wart. He doesn't, there's stuff to like about him. He's kind of like a desperate romance kind of guy.
yeah.
Desperate romance, but, the thing I like about him is they kind of...
That poetry and clarinet on it, Greg. Poetry and clarinet.
The thing I can say about him that I really liked, though, is he was a bad brother, but he wasn't a shithead. Like, he wasn't a jerk or anything. He wasn't mean to Greg. He just wasn't, like, all that...
I don't think he tried to be. I think he just wanted to keep Greg in check and, like...
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be responsible.
Yeah.
And his whole thing is he doesn't care about it. He wants to get home.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. He wants to get home. He wants to get him and his brother home safely.
Yeah, and he doesn't look after his brother. Like, he literally, as they're being mentioned that there's a beast out there, he says, well, go look for your frog outside. Like, but that's the first episode, to be fair. But I mean, you can tell the two have a good time on their journey together. They're not always negative people. Wart is never Wart never really does try to put Greg down.
Yeah. Until,
so he's
I think until towards the end where he's
even then he's not like completely a jerk to him.
He's not as big of a shithead as he could have been.
Yeah.
That's the way to sum it up.
The thing is,
towards the end, when he realizes, like, wow, I really have been a shit brother to Greg. Basically the entire scene where it's like, you'll be no good to your brother dead. I wasn't any good to him alive either.
Yeah.
At that point, broke me. I'm like, my soul.
There's a thing that they did in the show that I'm really glad that they avoided, because I thought I was waiting for it to happen and it never did happen, which is a good thing. I was waiting for the brother outburst scene, where he was going to finally had enough of Greg and he was going to flip out on the guy. Then he was going to feel all bad about it, but no, that doesn't happen. He gets irritated with his brother and he said that you're in charge now, but he never, there's no big outburst. There's nothing, he doesn't say anything too terrible. It's just he's
broken. He's done.
Yeah.
He literally just lies down.
X gonna give it to you.
And then the very second he realizes he's missing, he's not happy.
Yeah.
And another thing I was kind of waiting for was, and I fucking love what they did, this was Greg breaking down. Like he was going to actually cry or something.
Greg never broke down.
No, he doesn't. And he still does something that's heartbreaking but heartwarming at the same time. Like what he does at the end of the 8th episode got me.
Oh yeah.
That's so fucking nice.
I think the Beast is a total asshole for that, but I'm glad he did it because that made him a good villain again.
I love the whole thing with in the last episode where he's telling him his job, he has to get the sun into a cup, and what they do, how easily Greg figures it out with his age.
Yeah.
And he's
a clever boy.
He's clever, but it's also just such an innocent way to figure that out.
Yeah. He's just all around an innocent character.
I think that entire episode just sums up the character. I love the Beast and Greg's interaction in general.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I honestly
didn't. It sums up with pure evil and pure innocence having a conversation. Basically.
Yeah. It was great. And the last scene with them is really good too. I do like that the two brothers.
They still kept in comic relief even in the saddest moment.
Yeah.
It's oh no, it's growing inside of him. No, I was just eating leaves.
Mitzi, I think you should explain the joke because it's growing inside of him. Mitzi, explain the joke.
I said growing. It's fucking the Beast turns people into trees. And then they get chopped down by the woodsman, who thinks his daughter's spirit is inside of a lantern, and he grinds it down, and he's like, I gotta keep my daughter alive.
That's one
but
thing
his daughter's not in the lantern.
That's one thing that bothers me. Why didn't he ever check to see if his daughter was at the house?
Well, no, because,
maybe
the Beast probably had her trapped somewhere else.
They had her trapped somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Okay, I could believe that.
Most likely. And, things, went back to normal, and, the Beast probably put a lot of enchantments on a lot of things.
Yeah, because the Beast is the Beast.
He's actually pretty powerful. He's actually pretty powerful.
Beast mode. Beast mode. Get my fucking joke.
Peggy fucking hell.
Yeah, Beast mode. God.
I really like that. I guess we're talking about Greg now.
I thought we were talking about Greg already.
Well, we were talking about Wart, and then we moved on to Greg. Wart was a great character, we'll say that much. But Greg is just too damn likable.
Alright, so we we already talked about Greg.
Yeah,
Beatrice.
Beatrice. We haven't talked about her at all.
Yeah, we haven't talked about fucking Beatrice at all.
That's
No,
because
she's like one of the most important characters.
she
Yeah.
is. She's like, I don't know. There's nothing to me that's she's likable, but there's nothing to me about her that like really stands out in the show. She's likable. She's a good character. I'm glad she's in there. I cared about her. For getting her family back to normal in the end. I cared about her getting back with Wart and Greg in the end. But there's nothing about her that ever really like stood out for me. Like it's she's just a typical character. She starts off a little bit unlikable at first, but then she really grows on you, and it's good. But there's just nothing too special about her.
Yeah, I pretty much had the same thoughts of her.
She's good.
I like that she's grumpy. To
I like-
be honest,
I like
that
it
she's
too.
not like the typical like I'm the helpful little wood friend. No,
I
no,
liked her.
she's like fucking pissed.
Yeah.
She's a good character.
Well, wouldn't you be
Again.
pissed if you got turned into a fucking bluebird?
I would be pissed, but like I
Got
like
turned
that
into
about
Peggy
her.
fucking Hill.
Peggy
I like that she's got fucking attitude.
Yeah, it's good. I liked it. I
Got
just
attitude for days.
I think that when you look at characters like Greg and Wart, they're just like two really unique, original characters to me. And Beatrice, she's good. I've seen stuff like it before, but she's good. I like her. She was well written.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I have no complaints for her. Nothing like really stood out for me about her.
Yeah.
She's
Let's
good.
talk about the tavern people who have barely any plot.
We'll get to side characters. I think we should actually take on side characters episode by episode, since we already talked about the Beast enough. So let's start the first episode, where the side character who also becomes a main character is the Woodsman.
The Woodsman. My favorite character, by the way. As I've said 5 times.
He's like a second for me. Like Greg being my favorite, Woodsman being my second favorite. He's just a cool character. I like him.
Yeah, there's a lot to him, too, which is nice.
Yeah, like he just I don't know. I felt like really sad for him the whole time. Like, oh my god.
A theory I had before, like, I saw the ending was I thought the Beast was like a figment of his imagination or something, because the Beast before the ending or whatever never ever interacts with the other characters. He only interacts with the Woodsman, and he only appears when no one else is around.
He
So
did talk
I
to
never
Greg.
thought-
He did talk to Greg
take
and
on
Ward at the end, though.
But obviously he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
like Adelaide, he controlled Adelaide too.
Yeah, the Beast controlled Adelaide too. Adelaide being some bitch. But we'll get to her in a while.
The second episode, you have the pumpkin people, and
Well, I love them.
Yeah, I like the one scene with like the one pumpkin girl who said like, "Aren't you a little early?"
Yeah.
Because like when you reach the end of the episode, it makes so much sense.
Because all the pumpkin people are dead people. They're all
Yeah,
dead.
they're all
They're all
dead
skeletons
people.
wearing pumpkins.
You'll join us someday.
You'll join us someday. I love
I love Enoch.
Yeah,
Name
Enoch. I love that guy. I love his voice.
Yeah, I could listen to that.
And I love the punishment he gives to them. He's like, "Yours, manual way."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, really?" Shit.
He seems like such a sweet guy.
He's like a swell motherfucker. Okay, so episode 2, episode 3. What was episode 3? Episode 3 was
Hold on, I gotta go back. I can see what episode 3 was.
Episode 3 was
Episode 3 was School
the
Town
schoolhouse.
Boys.
School time. Okay, so I think we talked about the teacher a little bit. We talked about
We talked about a lot of the...
yeah, we
Yeah,
talked about
fine.
them. Okay, we can skip the third one. The fourth one, the tavern people. Mitzi, you really want to talk about them, so let's talk about those guys.
So basically, the entire thing with the tavern is all these people are
They're all
just
dolls!
they're all just named like after what their job is in their
They're
town.
all
Like
literally dolls.
yeah, there's the tailor, there's like the
The butcher, the baker.
the master, then there's the apprentice, and there's the fucking highwayman who I
I want
love.
to know what the master and apprentice are the master and apprentice of.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Usually it's a specific job, and I'm like, what do you do?
Are you from Chowder or what?
What do you do?
Are you a chef? Do you sell candles? Are you a chef? Are you a dance instructor? Are you a chef? I don't know. But then
We're getting into other cartoons now.
And then there's the who's the one guy who had that really good song? The old guy.
He was the toy maker.
Yeah, the toy
He's the
maker.
one who
Yeah.
made the dolls.
Yeah. No, I forget. I think that was the toy maker. Don't.
Yeah, it was the toy maker. He was the one who sang about like, you're the lover boy.
Yeah, you're the lover boy and shit. I liked his song a lot. In fact, I
Yeah.
think I liked it more than the Highwayman song, just because it had a nice feel to it. I always liked, like, when he had a nice voice. He had a very nice voice. The guy who sung that. I don't know. I wish I knew, because I'm looking on IMDb and I can't find who did the voice for that guy. But yeah.
I like the Calvin guys. I don't really have much to say about them particularly.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
They were funny. Okay, Mitzi's,
Okay, so I guess
Mitzi's
Mitzi's
gone
dead now. So
in mid-podcast.
so okay, episode 5. Episode 5 was the one with the mansion with the oh fuck my ass, what's his name? Quincy something. His name was Quincy something.
Yeah, that was the one I wasn't too crazy for. I like.
Yeah, the one that
I
liked him a lot.
I like Fred the Horse. I think Fred the Horse kind of. I'm glad he didn't join them permanently because I think he would have gotten old.
About, like, the Tavern Keeper yet?
Yeah,
just did.
The Tavern. Oh yeah, the Tavern Keeper.
I like her song. I don't know why. I just really like it.
Her song about the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too. But we were talking about the one with the mansion episode. We were talking about like Fred the Horse.
I'm glad that he was
yeah,
the main
like
character.
I'm on the same boat with Michael. I'm glad he didn't overstay his welcome.
Yeah,
But
he was funny. For a
he was
little
really
bit.
funny, and I'm glad they had him. But you know,
Yeah. The 7th episode, of course, Ante whispers and
we skipped number 6.
we did.
Number 6 was
The
number 6
frogs.
was the one with the frogs.
And the one, actually at the end of it, there's the one, witch lady.
Number 6 at the end of it had Adelaide.
Oh yeah, Adelaide.
Yeah,
Adelaide
that's
was
her name.
Okay, so basically, the whole thing with Adelaide was Beatrice, basically, you know, they were in the forest, they're lost. So she's like, I'll take you to Adelaide, she'll help you out. And then Adelaide turns out to be like this crazy ass witch who wants like servants to serve her or whatever. And so Beatrice was gonna bring them to them in exchange for like these scissors that would cut off her and her family's wings, because her entire family got turned into blueberries. Or blueberries. Bluebirds. Got turned into bluebirds. And so to break the curse, you know, you snip off the wings and then they become human again. But then Beatrice is like, no, I can't do that. And then, you know, shit happens, blah, 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 liar reveal, whatever, who cares. Then she dies. I liked her. She was...
Adelaide is really creepy.
Yeah, she's
like
creepy.
a good way. I'm just like, this is super creepy. This is creep done very right.
Yeah, not on the same level as Anti-Whispers, though, by the way.
Yeah.
Which we're going to get to on episode 7, which is Lorna and Anti-Whispers.
Yes, now I actually want to talk about
Whispers
them.
is done like really creepy, but I like that in the end she's actually a good person.
Yeah, like the thing is, like really, it's I understand what the moral of the episode is. It's, you know, don't judge someone based off the way. The thing is, too much about her was off for real. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it at all. This isn't a complaint, but it's like she's really just too creepy to not have that suspicion. She says because she's making
exactly, that's the point.
She's making her do work to keep the evil inside. And I'm just thinking, like, honestly, I might sound like a shitty person for this, but I feel like I feel like the Ante Whisper should have found a better way to handle that. Like, figured a way out of it pretty damn quickly.
Yeah, that's kind of like a big plot.
Like, I was thinking about, like, how did Anti-Whispers not figure that out from the beginning?
Maybe she didn't think it would work, but maybe you want to test it.
No, but I think it's because she didn't want
maybe
anyone. She didn't want her to leave him or leave her.
Maybe she, like, figured out, like, maybe she was like, this is, like, way too simple. It can't be that. I can't just ask the demon to leave.
Yeah.
I still think it'd be worth a try.
Like, it seemed like Lorna and, like, Anti-Whispers genuinely cared to each other, especially, like, in just, like, the ending little clip of them, like, they're having, like, tea together and they're happy.
I liked both of them.
And then Lorna was, like, you know, just this... The episode... Another spoiler alert. The ending of this episode is a really good twist, because it turns out that Lorna was the wicked one, the evil one, but she was, like, you know, she was possessed by a demon, eating people. So, like...
Yeah.
And it genuinely scared me when I first saw it. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's my favorite
It was
plot twist.
it was a very good. It was a very good plot twist. It was really good.
Yes. Okay. So episode 7. By the way, Adelaide and Anti-Whispers are sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a brief little thing, but that they say, but whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
Episode 8. There's no new characters really.
Except for like all the crazy dancing people. With
Yeah, but they don't.
Drake's head.
But I think this is actually where the beast
and the
becomes.
creepy flying baby heads.
I think this episode is actually where the beast becomes like his full evil motherfucker.
Full beastness.
Yeah.
Beast mode.
Then episode 9, you have, you got all the kids. The only ones I can actually remember the names of is Sarah and Jason Funderburger.
Yeah, I think that's the only one.
I love the cop.
They're the only two important characters.
I love the cop in that episode.
That fucking cop.
Yeah.
Fucking cop.
Wait,
I love
just
that
kidding.
motherfucker.
Happy Halloween.
Just kidding, happy
nowhere
Halloween.
in the street. Just kidding, happy Halloween. I love that motherfucker. But Sarah is, a character. She's okay. She's nice.
She
And then
seems
Jason
like a good
Funderburger, the funniest motherfucker in that show.
person.
I know Michael thinks so.
Not the funniest character in the show, just the funniest moment.
Michael, don't lie. You know
I like
he's the
how they
funniest.
added so many quirks to Sarah in so little time, like so many like character traits. Like I wanted to be a wrestler, but my mom, or was it like she
I
wanted
want to be a
ballet?
ballerina, but my mom thought I wanted to be a wrestler.
Yeah, and like fucking she's apparently like a mascot, and I just love how much character she gives to her. They give to her in so little time.
Alright, episode 9. Oh, that was episode 9. Episode 10, there's no new characters.
Episode 10,
they're
what I
all
will say about
appearing in
episode
every
10
character.
is the ending to me is brilliant.
Yep, the ending to me was fucking beautiful.
It's a great ending. It's like a very
There's
happy
actually-
ending too, but it's
I
built
have a
up in a very
theory,
dark
and-
way.
I have a theory, and I think this might be true. In episode 9, when they're in the graveyard, you can actually see Quincy... What's his name? Can someone please remind me what his name is? Quincy something, the rich guy.
Endicott.
Quincy Endicott. You can actually see a tombstone, or like a gravestone with his name on it. And at the ending, you don't actually see Quincy in person. You just see his girlfriend or wife looking at a picture of him. I think he might be dead.
Quincy's dead.
Because like you see,
Maybe everybody in that world is
Yeah.
dead. Like there was a theory that it was like limbo or something.
yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. But
I don't know. Then they have death in the world of
Because
death with the skeletons.
there was a train coming from them for them. They rolled down a hill into like this water, and later they emerged from the water and they're like, help.
yeah, I thought I don't want to get into like a whole lot of theories, like stupid fucking creepypasta theories where it's like, oh, they're all dead, blah blah blah, and that's probably might be true, but whatever. I don't want to get into that shit where like the characters all bled from their eyes and they stare at the screen saying, "Welcome to over the garden wall, bitch," and then Jason Funderburger comes and he's like, "Hey," shit like that.
Perfect
Hey.
creepypasta, 100%.
But your eternal punishment is just
Jason
listening to
Funderburger
Jason
created the world.
Funderburger
That's the
talk.
theory. Jason Funderburger was the villain this whole time.
Jason Funderburger was actually the beast.
Hey, Sarah. Man, he sounds like a fucking goat.
He does. I crave that mineral.
Hank. His name is Hank. I am the one that knocks.
It was Walter Jr.
It was Walter Jr. all along. Alright. We're done. Alright, so...
I think-
is there anything else we need to talk about?
I don't
we're
think so,
done.
really.
We talked for a really long time.
I think we're good to go. This
Alright,
has been
so- This has been the DuckCast.
of Over the Garden Wall. See you
Go
guys.
watch it. Go fucking watch it. If you stayed for this entire video without watching Over the Goal, fuck you. But if you like what we said about it, go fucking watch it because it is a fantastic piece of miniseries
Piece of art.
animation. It's art. It's
I
beautiful.
thought you were going to say for a second it's a fantastic piece of shit.
Fantastic piece.
Oh yeah,
It's my
oh,
favorite piece of
So-
shit.
coming from someone,
Jason Funderburger signing off.
coming
I
from.
think we should all end with the Jason Funderburger.
Let me say one more
burgers.
thing. Let me say one more thing before we do that. This is coming from someone who's always was very like prior to like a year and a half ago. I was like very unopen minded. Like I wouldn't watch anime. I wouldn't watch any kids shows, like current kids shows. I would completely just I would never want to watch any of this stuff. So being someone who used to not like look at this stuff at all and now is, I can say it was really good.
Yeah. So with those
On
final thoughts,
we all say ba.
we all gotta go like Jason Funderburger. We all gotta say, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're all gonna say, hey Sarah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, Sarah. Hello, guys.
Feed your dick to an alligator.
I like
DuckCast. Alright, guys, so, as always, it's Michael, Mitzi, and Cody, and we're going to be
And
talking...
my dog, apparently. I gotta let her
Okay.
in. Your doggy.
And we're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, because the internet has not abused it yet, so, I honestly don't give a shit. It's a cool concept. I like it.
About that, McQuell.
It's
Michael Grimace of...
it is awesome. I do like this game. I actually am one of the people who've played both of them, not just the ones who watch people play it themselves. Watch people
I've
play.
only played the first one.
I've played both of them,
But I
but
watched all the way through the second one.
to be fair,
Watching people play it is so satisfying, though.
watching people play it is satisfying. I will admit. I will say, to be fair, the only version I played for the second one was a Kindle version of it, and it was extremely easy to beat that one. So I feel like the computer version's probably harder, but I did play the computer. But I did play the computer version for the first one, and I was too horrified to ever play it again. It's a good horror game.
Scary.
I actually first heard about it from I don't remember, it was either Mitzi or Meg posting pictures from it, and they posted pictures of Chica, who, by the way, is the one I'm afraid of the most. Yeah, Chica always was the worst to me, but it legitimately looked scary, so I looked into it. Then I watched Yamish. Is that his name? I don't know. He played it, and then I watched Markiplier play because Markiplier went a lot more into it.
I first watched Markiplier play it because I wanted to know because I saw the hype about the game, and I was like, I want to know what the fuck's going on with this bullshit. So I was just like, oh look, Markiplier played it. Let's check this out. And I screamed.
I pooped my bobby.
Honestly, if you see a big game out, the first thing you have to do is make sure Markiplier played it, because Markiplier's just going to make it enjoyable to watch.
Because Markiplier is God.
Markiplier is God.
If you can't tell, we like Markiplier.
I don't even like that many YouTube gamers. Markiplier's just too damn likable, though.
He's a
Mitzi and Markiplier.
We got the first DuckCast ship. It's Mitzi Markiplier. It happened.
Please.
Draw art.
Please.
What were you saying, Mitzi?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying Markiplier is really cute.
Oh.
Before that, I don't even remember. I think I was talking about how I like Chica, and oh yeah, I screamed. I was actually in a call with one of my friends. I don't remember who, but I screamed the absolute loudest I could on the first scare, because I was like, shit, I don't want to. I screamed really loud when Foxy came in.
Foxy's freaky.
Because I was like, he's not supposed to run! You're not supposed to move!
Yeah.
Foxy, I feel like Foxy, when he comes in and scares you, he should... Someone should make a mod or something where, instead of, the scream, it's just Hank Hill going, boo!
Oh, by the way, guys, did you hear about the new...
That mod.
Did you hear about the new fan game today?
What?
I found a new fan game, and honestly, I watched several Let's Players play it. I could not find any of them that got the jump scare because the game is extremely easy to beat. But it's Five Nights at Wario.
Five Nights at Wario.
It's not even Wario's, it's just Wario. They don't even add the S.
Wario. Five Nights at Wario.
And we have to watch Wario and Waluigi and make sure they don't make it into your room, and they never did. I could not find a video where you got the Wario or Waluigi jump scare. It might not exist. There's Five Nights at Buddy's. Has anyone here seen that game yet? Five Nights at Buddy's is, it's weird.
I've seen Five Nights at Adventure Island, where it's a Disney themed.
That one's probably the best spin-off game because it's the only one that's kind of well made too. It's pretty well made actually, but
Yeah.
it definitely doesn't live up to Five Nights at Freddy's. Then again, it probably isn't supposed to.
It's scary, but it's a good.
So it's not supposed to be. It's a
Yeah, I know.
It's a good.
That's what I was just saying.
I mean, it's still fucking Mickey Mouse.
My dad is afraid of Mickey Mouse.
I give
My dad's afraid of a lot of things.
I
My
give the
dad's
game
afraid of
props.
Mickey Mouse.
I recently, on the Exploding Duck Brigade, did a Rise of the Critics episodes on Five Nights at Freddy's movies. I watched a bunch of fan-made movies, and I reviewed 3 that I thought were pretty good. I wonder when someone's like really just going to try to make a really good high budget, or at least somewhat of a budget movie for this.
I'd see that movie.
Because it's gonna happen eventually. Maybe not like in movie theaters, but like there's gonna be a fan
Definitely not
project.
movie theaters. I highly doubt that this would ever.
I'd download a full 1.5 hour movie of Five Nights at Freddy's. I would do it.
I think that there is movie potential for Five Nights at
Well,
Freddy's.
there's really big potential for Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
There's
Just-
so
it's
much,
gotta-
like...
I don't know, because if you make a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I'm just worried that, like, it's just gonna be, like, the same thing. It's just, like, what I would want to see is, I would want to see or at least part in it, like, what with the whole thing with the purple guy. You know, where he kills the kids or whatever.
Purple guy.
Yeah, the minigame purple guy. Not Bonnie. Because I know the character's names, it's the purple guy.
I don't know how exactly you'd go about doing it. One thing I will say is this one of the movies that I did in the Rise of the Critics episode was a 15-minute short film that was all done in Gary's mod, but it was still well done.
Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty good.
And it took an interesting look at it. Instead of being a security guard, the guy was a journalist, and he was trying to find out more about the Bite of 87, so he stayed at the restaurant for a night. The only thing that goes against that is the whole Five Nights part of it, but it was cool. It was cool. I think that'd be a good way to begin a movie, and then after that guy stays there for the night, the next day the security guard starts his shift.
I think that it's interesting, like, how they even think they need a security guard, because, as you can probably tell, the animals are pretty good at defending themselves.
It's pretty spoopy, you know.
Yeah, if anyone tries to break into that place, they're fucked, aren't they?
Yeah.
That is
Maybe
kind of...
it's not to keep anyone from getting in, it's to keep them from getting out.
This, I might be wrong about this, but you know what else I always thought was kind of weird? Wouldn't
What?
with the way the door is, I feel like it would actually take power to keep it open rather than have it
That's
closed.
kind of a good point.
Because I feel like it takes power to hold it up there. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't...
Maybe you're just a Bobby.
Maybe it's magnets?
Maybe.
Magnet? Did you say magnets?
Magnets.
Like,
Yeah, magnets.
But wouldn't that also keep it up? I don't know.
Maybe the magnets pull it down, they're in the floor.
But why would you design a door like that? I guess they weren't expecting the animatronics to come up to... Actually, they were, because it happened before.
I guess
Yeah.
they weren't expecting things to get this spooky.
I guess they weren't expecting the Spanish
But
Inquisition.
The first game, though, was actually... The second game is a prequel, so they definitely knew about this being a problem. I don't know, maybe they just really don't give a shit and really don't like security guards. Maybe, like, one of them got... Maybe the owner of the restaurant got kicked out by security guards so many times there was just a huge plot to kill as many guards as possible.
Like, take that, Bobby.
I don't know. They definitely, do put you in a rough situation, though, not even giving you, like, a gun or anything.
I really want a game where, like, I know there was for Gary's mod, but I want, like, in the actual... I know that Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was announced, but what I want is I want you to be able to move around. Because that's what I was expecting from the first game, that was what I was expecting from the second game. I want to, rather than just checking security cameras, I want to be able to move around the place.
I feel like you probably will be able to in the third one. I don't know, like, I could be...
In the image that they just showed, or that Scott, the creator of the game, just showed, it looks like that there's someone, like, in the Golden Freddy suit. It looks like it's gonna be like a human this time, like, instead of an animatronic, which I'm totally down for.
I don't know about that, but...
I don't
Maybe.
know. But just I don't know. I think it's a pretty interesting.
Unless somebody being stuffed into the Freddy suit.
It could be that. It could be that, or it could be the killer. Because this is more than likely going to be another prequel. Then again, I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know. I feel like I think it'd be better off taking place after the first game. So you have the past, the present, and the future.
You know how I would like, how I would like a movie to start off? I would like them to start it off with the bite of 87. Because, I just
that
thought
would be
about
cool.
that, and, that would be a great, opening scene.
Yeah, just a happy birthday party.
People, make things. There's been, comics and, audio posts about, how the bite of 87 would generally go down.
I saw some of that, too.
A lot of people say that the security guard from the first game, Mike Schmidt, was the victim of the bite of 87. And I really like that. I don't know, I kind of like that idea, but then again...
But basically what happened is that, theories speculate, and I think this is generally true, that a kid got a little too close to Foxy and chopped off the whole front of his face.
Or Mangle.
Mangle
would have more of a reason, I think, to cause the bite of 87.
Yeah, because kids were getting close to him, messing with his parts.
Yeah.
Chopped off his face.
That's boony.
Maybe we'll all know someday. I will say this: I do hope Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is a conclusion.
Yeah.
I don't want the creator of the game to really overdo something that he made, because what he made was good. He made probably the biggest thing on the internet in 2014.
I want 3 to just be the closing, just the.
I have a feeling that this is.
Finally, we get closure.
I have a feeling this is going to go on until 5. I don't know.
Five Nights at Freddy's 5.
Even though none of the games have just 5 nights.
Yeah, it's just 5 nights. They're all 6, 7, 8, 9 nights.
The final game will have 500 nights.
500 nights.
At Freddy's.
500 nights at Bobby's.
It's just the security, the guy who calls you day 138. Why the fuck do you keep coming here?
I need that paycheck, man.
Shuck your dick for 25 cents.
Yeah, that's generally the security guard's attitude, isn't he? Because have you seen the paychecks they give you? Not worth it.
Hey, we're shit.
Oh god,
Suck your dick for 25 cents.
If you were stuck in the restaurant and you were there early, before the part, before they start to go crazy, would you stay there and try to make it the night, or would you attempt to make a run for it?
I'd make a run for it.
I think I'd be too much of a pussy, so I'd make a run for it.
I think after the first night, if I survive, I'd be like, fuck it. Fuck it, I'm out.
I don't think any of us would go back. I don't think.
See you, nerds.
I think.
Or next time I'd bring a weapon. I'd bring something to defend myself.
I just would not go back. I wouldn't be a security. I wouldn't do it if it was safe for $120.
Yeah. That'd just be too eh.
Well, think of it this way.
Not worth it.
This was in 1980, or this was back in the first one was back in 1993. People say because the paycheck is minimum wage back then. It was a lot lower than it is now. I think now it's 8 something. Back then it was 4 or something.
It's 8 something, 7 something.
So plus you're only working how many hours? 6 hours a night. So it's not going to be that much.
You're technically working 5 nights, and then it just goes a little bit.
Well, yeah. Still, you're not getting paid that fucking much.
Yeah.
Even if it's for 5 nights.
Oh.
Is this where you wanna be? I just don't care.
Well, this would be pretty hard, but what if the security guard tried to jam the doors shut so they couldn't go back up? I don't know. That might not be possible.
Well, that would be the end of the game. There would be no conflict.
Oh, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think if you're in that situation. Like, how do you handle it?
I don't know how it would be possible to jam the doors.
I think you could probably figure out a way, but you'd have to like actually take time to think about it, and take a look at the doors, hack the system, be a genius.
Take a look at my Bobby. She's the only one I got.
Or just like build something the next day you go to work so you can use it.
Hank Hill has
to
invaded
block
the
the doors.
podcast, everybody.
Hi everybody, my name is Hank.
What if you put plastic wrap around the doors, and when the animatronics tried to make it, they just got stuck in the plastic?
So before you die, you just get like a fucking like good chuckle. Like,
Yeah, they don't struggle that long.
idiots. Oh god!
I just really think that if you were gonna go back there, you would bring some kind of weapon.
Alright,
What would you do against animatronic bunnies?
Fucking shoot them, hit them with a baseball bat? I don't know, you've got a lot of options, a lot of things can kill people. You know what, they're animatronic,
You need a
they're made
pretty
of metal.
good
Probably
weapon.
bring me some fucking magnets or something.
You need a pretty good weapon, but a bucket of water might do it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Unless, like, they are possessed and it doesn't really have anything to do with their mechanical system and they just keep moving because they're demons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or kid spirits or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Lost child souls.
I don't know. Alright,
My
so
dad's eating pizza, I can smell it.
let's name our favorite and least favorite animatronics.
Chica's my favorite.
Chica's also
don't
my
know.
favorite.
I
Chica's,
don't know why, I'm really into Chica.
Chica scares me the most, so Chica's my favorite.
Chica's pretty hot.
Fucking hate this boy. I don't know why, but looking at his fucking eyes, I want to disassemble him. I hate him so much.
I saw
There's
this.
a burning rage.
I saw this one post about Balloon Boy. It says he's the only one who doesn't kill you, yet everyone hates him the most.
It's just the way he looks at you, because he's just, he basically the entire time, he like, to put an analogy of it, he doesn't use attack, he just uses taunt the whole time.
Yeah, he's kind of just like
He just mocks you.
He's
It's
kind
like
of.
that one Kirby in Smash Brothers who just goes across the map, just hi, and somehow wins.
That's a better comparison, but I was gonna say it's just like Eric Cartman. He's fat and he's just over there like fuck you, like that. But
Yeah, I fucking hate him because he annoys you the entire time. He does worse than kill you. He annoys you. He's a nuisance.
I never really hated Balloon Boy that much. I don't know. In the first game, it was Freddy, just because I didn't think Freddy was all that. Like he was just,
He doesn't do much
Yeah.
for
Yeah, like
Five Nights at
even though
Freddy's.
he's like technically the main villain, if we're being.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they did it that way. Like I think it's good that he'll kill you if you run out of power. I think that's a good way to do it.
Bonnie and
Well, I mean, like
Chica
technically,
do more
technically in
than
the
he
game,
does.
he's the most mysterious, just because he never really shows himself.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
like,
mean, like
sometimes
he's always like in
he
the well,
moves,
sometimes, but
he moves around like very little, but Bonnie and Chica are just all over the place.
Yeah.
and then there's I mean, like the most mysterious is definitely Foxy, but in the first game.
Yeah, Chica and Bonnie are my favorites. I like Foxy. It's just Foxy's jump scare can startle.
Everybody wants to fuck the fox.
It's easier for him to startle you, I think, because he just does come out of nowhere. Most of the time,
Well,
Bonnie.
if you catch him running for you, you're like shit.
Yeah.
Because he starts running, and it's like none of the other animatronics do that. They just stay where they are.
Bonnie
was originally.
Bonnie and Chica look scarier to me, but the thing I'll say, like with them, I think most of the time you're gonna get the Bonnie or Chica jump scare. You kind of see it coming after you played the game for a while, because you'll like be doing.
Markiplier at a point when he was playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2, he was just like not really affected.
Yeah. Like,
He slowly became like just disconnected, unaffected.
He's just like, oh, damn it.
he actually posted a video
No, come
today
on.
of the second time he played Five Nights at Freddy's. The second time.
Yeah, just recently. I didn't watch it yet, but
I kind of skimmed through it. I wasn't that interested in it, but I saw bits and pieces of it because it was kind of funny because it was Markiplier when he was still terrified of the game.
I have not
Yeah.
played the second one, but judging by like what I've seen, it's fucking impossible.
It's like I said, I played the tablet version, and
much
that's
harder,
easy.
from what I've seen.
I think the game, like, when I see people play it, I don't know, I like the first one more. I think the second one I think the fact the second one was a prequel was genius with the way they explained it.
Yeah.
But I think the
I
game,
thought the second one was a lot more interesting, just because of the puppet, or the
Yeah,
marionette.
I
What
just-
the fuck his name is?
I think the jump scares were
Marionette.
lazy, though. That's, like, the thing that bugs me about the second. I felt they were, like, really lazy, because, like, you know...
Well, it's because like, if it just shows up out of
yeah.
nowhere, it's fine. But like for that one, they're like lunging at you. It's like a 2-second animation of like ah. Like fucking the Bonnie one is probably the worst. Like the toy Bonnie one, it's like it's just like ah.
With the first game, Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, and even a little bit of Foxy are very animated when they come out at you. They're moving, they're just like really into what they're doing. The others just kind of...
Are you talking about as if they're actors? Like, I thought the first actor that played Freddy was a little more, into it than the second one.
But like what I'm saying is, in the
Move
second
around.
game, they just jump at the screen and that's it. They don't even move. It's like the puppet just jumps at the screen, Foxy just jumps at the screen, Chica just...
Out of all the jump scares, I think-
Chica goes crazy.
Out of
in
all the
second one.
animatronics, I think I mean, like in the second game, the scariest jump scare would probably be either, I don't know why, but Mangle's always kind of...
Mangle's just creepy looking, that's why.
Mangle's just, fucking weird. Or I think the marionette is also kind of... Just because it's a fucking, like, clown fucking thing.
Clown
I don't
mask
know.
thing.
Clown mask mind
It'd
thing.
be really fun if like in the third Five Nights at Freddy's, like the plushies were involved somehow. The little plushes they have sitting on the at the gift shop.
Yeah.
You know what I think would make for a good Five Nights at Freddy's 3 plot? The restaurant has been shut down for years, and someone who's in... Like, I'm going back to the whole journalist thing that one movie did, but just hear me out. He goes into the building, though, because he wants to do a story on it. So he decides he's going to stay there, and he stays there for 5 nights.
Wait, wasn't that the plot of, like, the movie?
No, because that was just... He was there for 1 night and he died. I'm saying he's there for 5 nights, and but, like, the gameplay is you going around the building, like, investigating, but you have to, like, have a flashlight on you, and, if you keep the flashlight on the animatronics, they'll stay put, but whenever the flashlight's not on them, they could be doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's just like kind of a way I could see the third one going, and making it, something new, something fresh.
Did we do anything with or on who our favorite animatronics are?
Yeah, I said Chica, and Mitzi
Yeah.
said Chica. And then she said her least favorite was Balloon Boy.
I didn't really say.
Before you get to that, my least favorite in the first one is Freddy, but in the second one, it might be Balloon Boy, just because Balloon Boy Rick really isn't scary at all. He is just kind of there to taunt you.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Okay, I'm gonna go by like the different games here. Would we count from the first game? Would we count Golden Freddy as
Yeah.
a animatronic?
Yeah.
All right, then Golden Freddy is definitely my favorite, just because like of how fucking creepy or rare it is to like encounter him.
It is kind
Just
of
because like
jumpy.
just because like nothing really compares to just how creepy he is. Plus, like he would like crash your game and shit, and
It's kind of...
just, like when you first see him, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Can I just say this, too? He's kind of like
Yeah.
a different kind of jump scare. Like, with Bonnie or Chica, it's like you're almost like out of your chair completely. But with Freddy, Golden Freddy, because he doesn't scream when he appears, he just appears on your screen. You're just like shaken up, and then you have no idea what the fuck to do.
Yeah, and you're just kind of looking at him for a while. Like it gives you time just to like look at him, and then
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
it's well set up.
the second one, I think he was
Also, like games that fuck with your actual computer, those are the fucking horror, just scariest.
I think honestly, in the second game, Freddy was the worst. Honestly, being honest. But the second game, my favorite was... I have a few favorites from the second game. I really like the idea of Mangle.
I like Mangle.
honestly, everyone hates Balloon Boy. I really like him.
I don't hate Balloon Boy. He's just probably my least favorite because like I said, I go off the ones that scare me the most. And Balloon Boy is not scary, but I think it was a decent addition to the game. He adds to the gameplay.
Yeah. I like the what's his name? I like fucked up Bonnie. I like the fucked up Bonnie. Because I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
Really?
His face is all ripped off and shit.
I honestly actually, I might get a lot of shit for this, but my least favorite actually might be the puppet. I don't know.
I really don't. I think everyone has their own opinion on what.
I saw like a fan-made story about what the puppet is, and I actually really liked what the fan story was. It was that the puppet's there to avenge the kids that died.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people say.
And I liked that.
That's what I think by too.
I liked the idea of that. But
there was another idea that the puppet actually was the one that created all of the like the animatronics, like why they're haunted. Like he's the ringmaster of all.
Yeah. I like a lot of theories, but my favorite in the game is probably Mangle, and my least favorite in the second one. My least favorite is probably Golden Freddy in the second one, just because I don't know. In the first one, he was like, kind of just like a mysterious, what the fuck is that? And here, he's just kind of a floating head half the time.
Well, I mean, he shows up in the office pretty much the same way he did in the first one.
Yeah, but still, you can see him coming, like, from down the hall or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I for that one, I didn't really see him as that much of a, scary.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed as scary as the other.
Either way, they'll all startle you at least once.
I mean, I think the scariest, honestly, in that game, in the second one, is Mangle, just because he or she, I don't know what it is.
Because it's a big old like spider fox thing.
Just
coming
because,
at
every time he like shows up on camera, it's like always like hanging from somewhere else, or
Here's what
when it's in the office, and that noise it makes, the radio noise. I don't know what the fuck that is.
One more thing I'll say about
It's broken voice box.
Yeah, I love that. I like the idea of of Foxy in general.
Yeah.
Just like how they're always all fucked up and broken, whatever.
Everybody wants to fuck the fox.
I'll say this one more time. I think the concept and the gameplay of the second game is actually really good. I guess, without trying to sound too nitpicky about the whole thing, I do think the game lacks movement completely. I mean, I know the first game lacked it too, but when the characters needed to move, they moved. Because, you had Foxy running down the hallway, and like I said, the jump scares were really animated. In this one, you don't ever see any of the characters move physically at all while you're watching them. And
yeah, that's kind of, because with Foxy, like in the first game, when you saw him move, you're like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that!
You're not allowed to do that!
That's exactly what I screamed when it ran. Like, the first time I saw Foxy's running animation, I was just like, you're not supposed to do that!
No, you're not allowed to. Shut up, behave.
Foxy senpai, please.
Gotta kill fast! Gotta kill fast!
Sweetie, going for that booty.
Yeah.
But,
What?
yeah.
Oh. I think I must leave you guys. I have food prepared for me.
Mitzi.
My dad made pizza.
No.
Oh God, Bobby.
Mitzi.
Continue without me. If it ends without me, tell them that rip me and put on my gravestone that I died of 87 and that I was a whore.
Ripping pepperoni.
Okay, well, Mitzi was a whore. Anyway, on with the, DuckCast.
We meet every day.
I think we're just about done anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we've talked about what we want within the series, what our favorite and least favorite characters are. I think both the games are great. I think they're really creative. I do think the second game isn't as good as the first one, just because the first game clearly had the effort. I think the second game didn't need the effort because it was already popular.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's is fun though. Honestly, it's one of those things that kind of you see nonstop, and I'm one of those people who.
But it's not to like the level of fucking like Frozen or anything.
The thing is, I'm not bothered by stuff like that. Like, if something gets big and I don't like it, I ignore it. And if something gets big and I like it, I'm fucking okay. That's cool. If I like it, If I actually get annoyed by something, then I can just stop paying attention to it. It's not that difficult. I mean, okay, maybe you'll see a post about Five Nights at Freddy's, but don't let it ruin your day.
Get your shit wrecked.
But like I honestly I'm okay with the fact that Five Nights at Freddy's is being obsessed over the internet. I think the fan art's really good. I think the theories are really good. I think the videos on it are really entertaining.
The theories are the best.
I think that it's like, you know, it's the same thing with Frozen, or anything that just gets like really fucking big on the internet. As long as I like it, I'm okay with it. If I don't like it,
that's the same thing with a lot of.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Like, I hear so many people say, like, will go on and on about how something's overrated constantly. They don't like it because it's overrated, but. If you post something about it and then over half the comments are bitching about how something's overrated, then it's not really overrated, is it?
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. I think we're going a little bit off topic now, because Five Nights at Freddy's hasn't been really that complained about. Frozen has, but Five Nights at Freddy's.
Now they know.
But Five Nights at Freddy's is entertaining.
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's a good story. It's brought some good artists together, and I do hope we get a good movie.
There's one more thing I want to mention.
Okay.
The song by, the two songs by Living Tombstone. Michael.
Let me talk about it after you're done talking about it.
All right. This is just one more thing I wanted to say. I've had those songs stuck in my head for however long they've been out, and usually I get tired of that. Like, oh god, please just get out of my head. I listen to the first one and the second one especially, like, every day. I'm obsessed with that shit. I love that. I love those songs, and I think he did like a fantastic job on those. I think that's. Honestly, I listen to a lot of. I'm not a brony, but I listen to like some of the Living Tombstone stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's
really, really good.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of it's like the pony stuff, but whatever. Good music's good music. And
oh yeah.
He does good shit. He's really good. So.
Yeah. Let me put my input on it real quickly. I didn't like the first song at first, and I still don't like the second song. But the first song grew on me, and I like it now. I don't know why. Like, when I first heard it, I said, this does not sound like a song that you would hear from this game. But then, after hearing it a couple more times, like, okay, it's actually pretty good. The second one, I only listened to one time, and I had the exact same reaction with the first one. I don't really like it that much. But if I listen to it a couple more times, I'm sure my opinion will change again, just because that's exactly what happened with the first song, and in many ways, the second song is kind of like the first one. They don't sound exactly the same. They actually both, like, the first one's like a little bit more, I don't even know how to explain, but the second one's it's more upbeat, yeah, and the second one's more depressing.
Which I like. I think the second one is awesome. I think that was my favorite of the two, and I'm really excited to see what he'll do for Five Nights at Freddy's 3. If he does it, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
But, if Living Tombstone, if you're watching,
he's watching.
He's always watching.
Yeah, all the big YouTubers watch us. The person who made the games is watching our podcast.
Yeah, and then he's gonna sue us for, like, come on, guys.
Smosh watches our DuckCasts, and
totally, because we're.
Walt Disney watches our DuckCasts from heaven. Or hell, I don't know. Probably, I'd like to say heaven. But, I don't know him, of course, so.
I don't know him. He didn't really like the Jews, kind of like me.
He watches the DuckCast, though, so you should, too.
Kidding, I don't mind the Jews.
I almost ended the Skype call instead of the episode. So, next time on DuckCast, we'll find something else to talk about. It's actually.
I don't hate the Jews, by the way.
There's gonna be like 3 possibilities. But I will say the next one probably won't be with me, Cody, and Mitzi. It'll probably be with me and Stuart, or just me alone. Unless if they have someone that they want to do before me.
If they don't know who the Duck Brigade is, they don't know who
will introduce him.